It all started in kindergarten when I first learned to write. Once I started, I couldn't stop. Every day we had to write a journal entry, and after we were done writing, we would go up to Mrs. Kilburn for her to check it. For every sentence we wrote, we would get a star. I wanted to get the most stars out of anyone. And I did. 21 stars was my record. The thing was that all my sentences started with I like this or I like that. Pretty soon, I wasn't allowed to use I like anymore. I had to learn to think more creatively. As I began to stretch my imagination, my journal entries improved. I even got to read my alphabet book to the superintendent of the entire school district. After kindergarten, I decided to start writing my own journals at home. My first grade teacher constantly told me to stretch my brain, so I sat at my little bedside table in a red plastic chair and wrote about what happened each day. I learned to write poems and stories and gave them to my grandma as presents. By the time I was in second grade, I had my first poem published in a book. I was hooked. Contests and competition became my inspiration for writing. Maybe it was because I was competing in basketball before I was even in kindergarten. Okay, competition isn't my only motivation. It's also creativity. In fourth grade, we had to write sentences using our spelling words. I decided that was too boring, so I made up a fictional character to write to. His name was Mr. Hexpuss, and using my spelling words, I would write letters to him. The next week, I'd have him write back to me. By the end of fourth grade, I had left my teacher with a copy of the Mr. Hexpuss Chronicles. Years after the Mr. Hexpuss era, I heard about a PBS Storytellers contest. It was my perfect opportunity. Another competition. When I do win a contest or a sports game, the happy feeling inside me is overwhelming. I feel so accomplished and proud that I won something that many others were competing in, and I can't help but to want more. For me, writing is a passion, and competition is an addiction. Even today, when I start to write a story, I think back to kindergarten, and stars blur my vision once again.